Hi Instagram, this is a very impromptu live, been triggered by the post that I put up earlier today around loyalty. So I just thought there was a few questions and a few messages that I'd got, and I think a few assumptions around what triggered that post. Hi Manpreet, hi Anjali, hi, nice to see you. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to jump on here and talk about why I put that post up and what triggered it, and just share some of my thoughts about loyalty and some of the things that have been going on with me. Hi Belinda, hi Sam, hi Gurps. I can see a few of you, a few of my Inspire ladies have joined. So yeah, this is very impromptu, but sometimes rather than comment, it's easier just to jump on and talk about it. So, that post on loyalty wasn't triggered by anything that has been said about me or behind my back or anything like that. And even if it had been, so I guess the first thing is, if you've been talking behind my back, I don't know about it. But even if it had been, I loved what Monica, who is a favourite Keith the Knee of mine, and she's just so beautiful and so generous with her words. I loved what she had commented, which is, in Sikhi, it's very, very clear. Our Gurbani makes it very clear to us that we shouldn't be engaging in slander. So we shouldn't be talking about other people in a negative way. We shouldn't even be listening to that. And if anyone is talking about you in that way, honestly, you've got nothing to worry about. The karma takes care of itself. So what we believe in Sikhi and Gurbani tells us is that if people are talking about you behind your back or slandering you, they're actually washing away your negative karma. And so, you know, very, very enlightened Sikhs and very, very enlightened spiritual human beings always say, keep talking about me because it's brilliant, it's washing away my karma. And actually what you're doing is adding to your karmic debt. So, but my post wasn't about that. Hi, Harinda, hi, and Hardeep, nice to see you. My post wasn't about that. The reason the post was triggered was I just want to share some of the things that have been going on for me. And these are little things, but the little things are big things. And they've been sitting with me for the last week. So last week, I had a soul sister of mine, and we were talking about something that had happened, an experience that I had had with someone on this platform on Instagram, and it wasn't a great experience. And I completely forgot that I hadn't told her about this experience. So I was telling her, you know, my story, what had happened. And while I'm talking to her, she gets her phone and she's like this. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she went, oh, I just unfollowed her on Instagram. And I said, oh, you didn't have to unfollow her. If you like her content, that's fine, you carry on. And she said to me, she said, no content is that good that I'm not going to support you. That's out of order. And at that time, I just, you know, when you hear something, you just get on with it, and and then over the week, I've just been thinking about that, and I just thought, what a breathtaking example of loyalty. Thinking about it, I just thought, wow, how loyal is that person to me, that they, while I'm telling them, within a heartbeat, they've unfollowed and said no. And the person I'm talking about, I'm going to be talking about a lot more later on this month, because what happens in your life when you have that level of loyalty and that level of fierceness protecting you, it emboldens you. It certainly has emboldened me. It makes me braver. It's made me more fearless. It's made me fierce. It's made me unapologetically me, because I have people in my life that accept me fully for who I am, and without condition, without fail, have my back. So that happened, and I've just been mulling about it, and I just thought, you know, that's the kind of loyalty that all women should have in our lives. We should all be demonstrating that kind of fierce protectiveness over each other, and that kind of sense of, you know, we've got your back, because it does give you confidence. It does make you feel like you can take on mountains. It does feel like you can take on any barriers and fight through. So that happened. And then this morning I got a phone call from another soul sister, and she was telling me about, you know, there's lots of really great organisations, there's lots of really incredible groups forming, there's lots of sub-tribes forming. All of this is incredible. I am all for female empowerment, for women coming together, for you to find your tribe, whichever guise that comes in, and love it. Love your tribe fiercely. And then she said something to me, which was, she said, but I just need you to know that you are my priority, and Inspire Club is my priority, and everything else is falling into second place. And again, that just took my breath away, because I just thought, wow, first of all, she didn't have to tell me that. Second of all, the fact that she's taken the time to let me know that I'm a priority to her, that something that I have set up is a priority to her, that she won't, we're juggling so many different commitments at the moment. Those of us who have children, whose children have just gone back, those of you if you're working and if you've got a business, we're juggling a lot, and there's a lot of noise out there. So when someone makes it really clear to you that you are their priority, that is a form of loyalty. And I put the phone down. Again, I just kind of thanked her, and I put the phone down, and I thought, wow, how incredible that I had this example from last week. And then I had this example today. And this thought around loyalty was bubbling away for me. And like, what does it mean? What does it mean? What are we capable of doing when we have loyal women standing behind us and next to us, in front of us? Anything is possible. We can achieve anything. And then while I'm doing this, I literally posted that, and then had strapped Sahib into the pushchair. We just went out for a really, really long hike. And I hadn't even got out of my gate. And another soul sister had messaged me. And I'm going to say who it was, actually. I don't think she's on here, but it was Amrit Pearl. And she said, Rupinder, have you got time? I know you're really busy, but have you got time? There's something coming up for me that I really want to talk to you about AWMB and Inspire Club. Do you have time? And I was like, yes, I'm actually just about to head out for a walk. I've got all the time. So I got on the phone to her. We spent an hour on the phone, and she gave me really considered, thoughtful, constructive feedback on, and this is someone who, she's been to my Ignite workshop, she's done my Elevate coaching program, she's in Inspire Club. I've known her now for 18 months to 2 years. She's someone that I have a lot of love and respect and regard for. Her opinion matters to me. And so she had something that she really wanted to share with me in terms of things that I could do better, I could do differently, things that we can incorporate to make the club better, things that I can think about and be mindful of. So we just talked for an hour. So she gave me her feedback, and then I said, right, well, how am I going to do this? And then she went on to tell me how to do it. And that is a form of loyalty. Loyalty isn't just about us always agreeing with each other. Loyalty isn't about, there being no points of disagreement. Loyalty is if someone says to you with love in their heart and positive intent that they want to give you feedback, and the feedback is for the good of you, or for the good of your business or your career or your service, that is loyalty. And what I had said to her was, I ended the conversation and said, I'm so grateful for you, Amrit, for picking up the phone. And because it's not easy to have those conversations. It's not easy to make yourself feel uncomfortable. And I know it's not easy to perhaps pick up the phone to someone like me and say, have you thought about this? Can we do this? What about this? And so I acknowledged that with her, and I said, I'm so grateful. And that's loyalty, because that shows that you care about me. You care about AWMB, you care about Inspire Club, you care about the sisterhood. You are coming to me with feedback to make it better, because making it better makes it better for all of us, not just me. And you've put aside any fear of conflict or of, how is Rupinder going to react to this? How is that person going to react to this? Because you've come at it with really positive intent. And that was some of the things that I was thinking about around loyalty and what triggered my post. So my whole message is around, and I loved some of the feedback that some of you had around that you can't be a part-time loyalist. You either are loyal or you're not, I agree. But there is room for disagreement in that. So you can be loyal to someone or be loyal to their product or their service, and maybe not necessarily agree with everything that they say or do, but and this is what I said to Amrit, have the balls to give them that feedback, to pick up the phone and to say, can I just share with you, this is what I think we can do that is even better. And I want to thank my ladies for trusting me and showing me what loyalty is and how ruthless they are in their pursuit of loyalty for me, and how they demonstrate loyalty to me is how I demonstrate it, absolutely demonstrate it back. I think it's loyalty is something that is action based. It has to be seen. You have to show up. You have to demonstrate that, and you have to show that person that you're there for them, that you're going out to bat for them, whether they know it or not. So it's regardless about whether they are there to hear it, whether they're not, but it's about you doing the right thing by them. And that's one of the things that we've been talking about in Inspire Club. One of the things that I've been talking to the ladies about is we've got to make sure that our actions, behaviours are in alignment and congruence with what we're expecting. So if we are expecting people to share our posts, we are expecting support, we are expecting people to champion us, the very first thing you need to do is look at yourself and say, am I championing others? Am I supporting others? Am I supporting their endeavours? Or is it all about me? Do I only get in touch with other people when they need to support my thing? Hi GURPS, nice to see you. So GURPS was one who messaged me as well. And I loved, thank you for your message as well, GURPS. Thank you for everyone who messaged me. I was just, we know what it feels like to have loyalty, and we need to be exuding that and demonstrating that back at all times as well. And what I'm really, really grateful for is that my sisterhood, my ladies, my core circle have always shown me what loyalty is, and it is their loyalty to me and my loyalty to them that has enabled so much of my progress, so much of the things that I'm doing. The only reason Inspire Club came into effect was because I was talking to Lorna and Deepa and said, I'm thinking of doing this. And both of them, I hadn't even got the words out, both of them said, here's our money, when are you doing it, we're in. That's loyalty. And the fact that when I set the Inspire Club up, so many of my circle, literally my sisters, two of my closest cousins are part of Inspire Club because they want to support me and the community that I've created, jumped in. They were like, we're not sure what's happening here, but we're in here with you, and we are going to make it bigger and better and bolder with you. And that's what we have been doing for the last 5 months. I've been doing with the founding members of Inspire Club. They have been giving me feedback, they have been tweaking, they have been telling me what they need, they have been, they've been taking, this month, for example, is our month of any new theme. We're having a month of reviewing, reflecting and implementing. And I've handed it over to the ladies. They've stepped up, they've created their pods, they are leading the way. Because there's a trust there, and you build trust because there's loyalty there. So that's what I wanted to share. I'm just going to read some of the comments. So Neat, we share how to grow our business knowledge, and we are Inspire Sisters. Yes, Neat, yeah. And I know Sharon always says the great stuff about you as well, and I see that because what it goes back to as well is, when I put that post up, I read some of the comments, some of the messages. I thought it was a bit sad that the first thing that I think people thought was, oh, someone must have been slandering me or said something negative. That wasn't the case. If anything, what I've put up is in celebration of loyalty, in celebration of the fact that I've had these acts of loyalty being demonstrated to me over the last week, and they've taken my breath away. They've taken me a moment to just be like, wow, I have women in my circle that are that loyal that it's unquestionable that they're going to join me in Inspire Club. It's unquestionable that if someone has treated me in a way that it doesn't fit in with our values, that it's unfollow, that they will ring me to say, I just need you to know that you're my priority. I'm investing in you and in Inspire Club. That they will ring me to say, I think we can make this even better. I want you, this is my feedback, this is how we can do it. And I want that for all of us. That is what is possible, and it is possible for all of us. For far too long, women have been pitted against each other. For far too long, there's been this competition between us. There's been this, we see it in the magazines, we see it in articles, who wore it better, who looked best. And we see this constant thing around having to, almost be like the queen bee. We don't need to be like that. We can demonstrate our loyalty and support for each other and for the sisterhood and for the tribe, and play full out for each other. Like give someone else the level of support and the level of loyalty that you would want, because what that enables for you is a foundation of growth, a foundation of being, and I'm going to swear now, but it's not my word. So maybe I can bleep it, but I've talked about this before of being unfuckwithable, which basically is, try me. If you have a tribe of women that you can count on, you do not need to go anywhere else. You do not need to, you don't need to give into scarcity. You don't need to give into competition. You don't need to give into comparison. Because you stand so firm in your own foundation and with the support that you get, that it's unquestionable that you would even surrender to comparison, to thinking about what other people are doing. You're so focused on what you're doing, it's not even possible. So that was those were some of my thoughts. That's what I was thinking about. If anything I have said resonates with you, if you have I've liked what I have said, if you're in agreement with it, come and join us in Inspire Club. Our doors open on the 21st of September. By the way, all the ladies I've talked about, Amrit I've mentioned, I didn't mention the other two, but they are Inspire Club sisters. They're actually my core group of sisters who, and I've mentioned this before, that it's such a privilege that when your core group joins something like this and other people get to benefit from their wisdom, from their support, from their loyalty, it is such a privilege to be able to hold that space for people. So that's what I'm going to, those are my Friday thoughts, and that's what I'm going to leave it on. Thank you for joining me. Stay loyal, seek out the loyalist, stay loyal to them, let them stay loyal to you. And watch the miracles that happen in your life as a result of that. And with that, I can't go back to the comments. So neat, raised my vibrations to be here just now. Thanks. Hi, Cooks. Yeah, thanks, ladies. So many of my Inspire Club ladies. Hi, Lodge. So many of the Inspire Club ladies are here. And they get it. Hi, Raj. We are on the same page. Because this is how it works. If you are vibrationally aligned, if you are aligned with what I'm saying, you're going to be aligned with what we're doing in Inspire Club. And here's the thing, Inspire Club is not for everyone. It's not for you if you are not interested in personal growth development, if you're not interested in having conversations of depth, of substance. Please don't waste your money, please don't waste your time, don't invest. This is not the space for you. It's not for you if you are not able to honour confidentiality, if you're not able to reserve judgment, if you are not positive, it won't be the space for you. You'll hate it, because we are very, very optimistic. We're very optimistic about what the future holds for us. Even in our darkest times, we choose to hold on to hope and faith and use the tools to help each other get out of that time, rather than being in that almost that cesspit of and that downward spiral, which doesn't help anyone. So if that sounds like something that you would love to be a part of, I would love to host you. I would love to be your coach. Come and join us. The doors open on Monday, the 21st of September. You're going to see lots and lots of really great stuff coming out. You'll be hearing a lot from our Inspire Club members as they share their stories and what they have found this last 5 months to be like. So tune in for that. And on that note, have a great Friday. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thank you for tuning in.